Hey, everybody. Hey, Coach Tiny.
Hey, Coach Hunt.
Are you ready to give our audience a sneak peek of what the discovery letter is as we unveil in our own sacred spaces of our own discovery letter for 2021?
Okay, let me hydrate and then I think I'll be ready. I'm a little nervous.
Oh, I know. So you guys, if we cry, just know that these are real in the raw moments, and we appreciate you as we give you a sneak peek of what you can experience for next year. So we hope you join us for our 2022 Discovery Letter experience. Okay. All right, here we go.
Okay, wait. So who's going first? Okay, so can I go first, please? Gotta get this over with. I actually really am. I'm nervous. I don't know why. Well, I do know why I'm nervous. This is my letter. See, I put January. Coach Hunt put December. Tomato. It's been a year. I don't know. I cannot imagine what I said to myself. I cannot, all the stuff that Coach Hunt and I spoke about, the discovery letter and how it feels to read those words to yourself. I do it every year and it gets me every single year. So here goes nothing. Just in case I forgot what I was reading. Oh, so it's a letter in a letter. All right. What the hell? I wrote myself a manifesto. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my, that's my. Just as I was about to read it, my son interrupted and the dog decided she needed to pee. Life. Not sure why, but I wrote a lot about my illness, about having surgery, and being in the hospital, about being thankful for being healthy now. Apparently, I need to vent to myself. It's really actually sad, like reading. It's scary reading what I experienced when I was sick. I wrote a lot. My recurring thought is I've been really concerned about my hair growing over the years. Not sure why. I even talk to people about that, but every letter talk about my hair growth. It's so weird. I love my hair. I gave us a shout out. There's Lena. That was, oh my gosh, that was a lot. Great reflective stuff. So excited about this year and what I predicted for myself. Some of the things that I wanted for myself actually happened for my sons. So that's pretty amazing. Had a lot of stuff in there about art, about safe to speak, about pushing myself, continuing my work as an advocate, and just to be able to to speak my truth, whether it's on a large platform or just with a friend or a stranger, if someone has pissed me off or said some crazy shit. This is really, really good. Thankful that I wrote this, and oh my gosh, I don't even know how to put all my thoughts together. This is a lot, even though I do this every year. Just really powerful, great food for thought, and I'm really appreciative. You didn't hear, you didn't hear me the first time I said I was on Zoom call. Anyways, just a great letter. I wish I had words to describe the feeling. Like, that was really good. I didn't think I would be this emotional, but I wrote about my grandmother, That was, it was sweet, and it was uncomfortable. I think I wanted to make sure I remember the moments with her. And I knew that I didn't have a lot of time left. So what about my last visit with her? My last couple of months. But anyways, great experience. Did not expect to be this emotional. Thank you. Thank you, Angelina.
Okay, I guess it's my time. I know I didn't do a manifesto because I'm lazy like that, but I did have stickers because, I knew this was going to be one of those type of years. See, we're truly opening it. Hopefully I don't tear the letter. All right, let's see. Uh-oh. I got 2 pages as well. And back and front? Oh my goodness. All right. Oh, dear beautiful Angelina. told myself to write a new book, and knowing just today, I mentally said, I'm going to write a new book. And I used this as a dream board for my last book, and I just took it out of the drawer to remind myself. That's crazy. All righty. Okay, I'm celebrating myself for cooking more meals. That only happened in the last 3 weeks. But at least it happened. I found a new restaurant. It's called At Home. Oh, I told myself to kiss myself. I did commit to romancing myself with flowers each month. Oh. I did. A reminder that I am not broken. Ooh, I'm gonna have to put that on my affirmation. No more guilt in being great. No more guilt in being great. Who was this wise person that wrote this letter to me? My child came in too. I guess the children be knowing our energy when we in our own stuff. Coach Toddy child, and then my child. God is good. Wow, I left myself a question at the end. What stories will I be unfolding? And it said, tell me, ... All right. I call myself Miss Thing. That's my flirtiness in me. This reminds me of a lot of good stuff. This is so you want to frame these. My intuitive intelligence. There's so many nuggets for myself that I totally forgot. Are you guys ready? I know, I'm ready. I'm ready for 2022. Woo! We have wiped our tears.
That was a
How
lot.
you feeling, Coach Tony?
Way more emotional than I thought. Way more. I don't know why I'm surprised. Like, I do it every year and I'm all surprised. Like, what the hell? I think because this has been such a, I'll say special for lack of better word, year. the reflecting and the absence of being able to physically touch people,
Mhm.
and how that was probably one of the biggest, I guess it's really heavy on me, right? It really, it's like the rest of the world, it changed the trajectory of my goals and dreams of myself, like of being healthy. How did that look without being able to want to go near people? Because I want to stay alive and be healthy. I wanted to, spend this last amount of time seeing my grandmother, knowing that her health was rapidly declining, but, you know, getting on the plane and going, cross country to see her, the cost and the health fear again. So that was um that was really emotional for me. I guess it left me wondering, I wonder how different things might have been, just like many of us, had I not had the barrier of COVID, of the barrier of the fear of touching people, being in the same spaces and getting sick,
Mhm.
especially with the real reality of having have been in the hospital during the pandemic. Um,
That we're still in.
yeah, we're still in, yeah. And so that was the most striking to me. Yeah, very, very reflective, very reflective.
Was there any particular line that stood out that either got your heart to sing or broken you open a little bit more to um, understand or feel the preciousness of your life or the letter?
Well, I think there was a few things. One of them was in there is that, so, throughout my healing process after my surgery, I started doing these nature walks, right? And you and I were getting heavy into our social media stuff, and I said, I'm so glad I just started doing nature walks just to, my physical healing process. But I'm like, I never realized how beautiful and wonderful butterflies were. So I discovered butterflies. That was so random, and like I was so captivated. Actually, there's these people who have this house. It's a really old, raggedy house, right? And in front of them, they have these bushes that have been there a long time, and all these butterflies would be in the bushes, right? And so I would walk by every day, taking all these pictures and videos of butterflies. They cleared out the flower bed. I literally almost cried when because it's an old house, but just me, my excitement about discovering butterflies, and that was incredible. And then the things that I wanted for me, like about my art, and happened for my son. Like that is amazing. That is amazing to put it out there, to have the faith, you know, and it happens. Not the way I ever expected it to. That is
It's
that's just
powerful, isn't it?
it really is, yeah.
When you
What
want
about you?
goodness, it will expand out to other people that we love. You
Mhm.
know, it's
Absolutely.
it's amazing,
Yeah, it really is.
amazing.
That's probably one, and I think just feeling in my reflection, feeling sad, because my grandmother's not here, and just like the scariness of the have being staying in the hospital for a week and a half, and then but then also hopeful, and I think having the prompts to remind me that I needed to prepare myself for the future, that in the midst of these things that were really sad, there were also some great things, for myself, for all of my sons. I wrote some stuff, well, some juicy stuff in there. I can't share everything with you,
Right, right. We
but
understand it's personal. We understand it's personal.
yeah,
You know,
and plus my son is here right now, and I don't want him to know all my business. But what about you, Coach Hunt? What was the most striking thing to you when you read your letter?
so I realized that I chose one of the commitment reflections,
Hmm.
and I was committed to a lot of things. I mean, I was on one. I was like, I was like, I'm committed to this. I'm committed to
I'm gonna do
that.
that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this.
Mhm. But for me, the best thing that it says is it says my overall well-being, which consists of a self-love learning journey where I bought myself flowers every month. Um, and now at one point I was like, I think it was like April or May, I was like, I gotta go buy some flowers. Because I remember,
Get off.
huh?
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
I remember that I made that promise to myself for self-love. And I love flowers, but it was just trying to find the right flowers for the house. I think that's where I wanted, because I didn't want to just buy flowers to buy flowers. I want to buy flowers to help me feel joy, to make me feel beautiful in my room, since that's where I spend 99% of my time, because I work from home and you see my room. So that also, to let go of red meat. I felt that spirit wanted me to move away from red meat, and I did. I have had no red meat for this whole year of 2021. So I was really excited that I kept that to myself and I didn't buckle down and get you know, a Johnny burger or something. Or some pastrami. Oh, how I thought about
Oh, don't say the
pastrami.
P word. Do not.
Cheese pastrami fries was like, calling me for a moment, but I resisted.
Well, you a strong woman, because I was all over that pastrami when I went to New York. Like we made love, me and that sandwich.
Hey, I'm gonna be making love, hopefully, to somebody in 2022.
Not a pastrami sandwich like me.
Not a pastrami sandwich. Hopefully, it's a different kind of flesh.
Lord. I can't take that child nowhere. I can't take her out.
Another line that really made me really super happy is that using understanding that my intuition is my intelligence, not my wisdom, but my intelligence. And when I read that line, I was like, it says, for me to trust in that. And I'm just now learning through this 2021 journey that wisdom and intuition and intelligence, they're all different, but they're just another facet of each other. And we need to use all of them. It's like the mind, body, spirit. Wisdom is the mind, heart is the intuitive, and knowledge is what the body has already learned. And, we do it easily, like driving. We can drive home on autopilot. So that's like the knowledge. The knowledge of who I am is my name. It's simple. Once we know something, we know it. We don't really forget it. And so, yeah, this was really exceptional and astounding to read your own words, to feel your own feelings, and know that you've done the right thing, and also that you missed some points. And I'm like, I didn't do that. Nope, not. I'll work on that maybe in 2022 once I reflect for the recovery letter. Or maybe I will just throw it out because it doesn't fit me anymore.
Right, absolutely.
So, and that's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay for me to change my mind.
Yeah.
With my wisdom and my intelligence.
That's right. Well, I got two visuals when you were saying that. One, I think that's such a great reminder that it's okay to change our minds, right? Like my thing about my art, and I was just like so gung-ho about it, but really, I am so cool without doing my art. You know what I mean? And the fact that it's, I'm focusing on other things, but seeing that how it's set off for my son. But when you were talking wisdom, intuition, and intellectual ability, right? So I imagine it's kind of like showing up for a Zoom meeting and you've brushed your teeth really well, right? But your hair is not combed. You didn't read the information before the meeting. So what good is it that you brushed your teeth really well, right? I mean, it might help somebody who walks past your desk in your house, but other than that, right? And so, or your hair looks really great, but you don't know any of the information. What is the purpose if you just look good on the outside? So I agree with you about the importance of all of them working together. And that has been something of mine that was actually, I wrote about in my letter as well, about trusting my intuition and trusting what I know I already have within me, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so anything in there that you were surprised by that you wrote to yourself?
Ooh, surprised. Not surprised, but I'm happy because I know I said, I told myself, so I spoke it into existence, and which I realized in my projections, I
Hmm.
spoke a bigger savings into into existence, which I know that I have more savings now than I did last year or the year before or the year before.
Wow,
Because
that's awesome. That's
I
awesome.
I just mentally was like, I'm paying off this, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I mean, it's also on my dream board, so it's not that hard to forget that one, but I was glad that I projected it as
Uh-huh.
I am proud of you for increasing your savings. I didn't
Mhm.
give them a dollar amount, but just the increase to know that I need to increase my own savings. It surprised me that I did that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And it
That is.
says, you are not broke, nor will you ever be.
Mm,
Meaning I'm not broke physically or spiritually. I am not broken and I'm not broke and I will never be.
mm,
That made me cry because I was like, yeah, I'm not.
mm,
I'm
mm,
not broken.
mm. That's awesome.
Any projections that you were surprised that you put in
Well, I
that
think,
maybe have manifested or not? Or
well, I mean, for me, I'm very consumed about the length of my hair and how healthy my hair is. It keeps popping up. I mean, I've even talked to other people about it. I mean, my hair is really healthy, and actually, it is really, it's long. I'm not sure. I mean, can't tell when it's tied up in a little bun, but anyways, I think if I go to, since I wrote a manifesto over here, um, my
it's a
projections.
woman festo. It's a woman festo.
I love that, a woman festa, exactly. Um, I'm committed to. I just saw it on my letter. I used one of the. I know I used several pumps, but it's funny that I literally just copied that down. Um, but I think for me, just I did most of them in some way, One of them I didn't, but you know what? It doesn't even matter. Like the fact that I didn't do it, I really don't care because it doesn't mean anything. I look at it now and I'm like, what difference would
You,
that make?
is
You
that
know?
something that you outgrew?
I just
Did you
it just
mature out of that need?
yeah, it's just not even purposeful. I mean, if it happens, great. If not, it's
Okay.
you know. Um, but like, learning a lot of Spanish. I made sure I wasn't too specific with that so I could say I checked it off. You know what I mean? So I got Rosetta Stone on my phone and I do practice my words. So check. Um, but um, but yeah, just I think really committing to my goals as far as my life passions around Safe to Speak, around parenting, my business um, ideas around that. Feels really great to know that I did that and um, how happy I am to have my BFF, my 3-year-old BFF in my life. That she was my main source of hugs and kisses during the pandemic. It's so funny. Um, so yeah, so that was interesting. What about you?
What about me? What? I'm sorry.
So what so when you look at your projections, your things that you projected for yourself, was there
Oh,
anything projected that you did that you feel remarkable, let's say that you feel remarkably proud of, or that you just now you look at it and think that it really doesn't serve you?
no, I would say I mean, I'm proud of my savings, but I did do a projection of my weight and it probably went the opposite.
Uh-huh.
I didn't lose it, I gained extra. So that projection was a wah wah, but that's okay. I still loving myself all the way through. And
Yeah,
somebody out there loves me,
that's right.
including me, I don't
That's
know.
look, that's the
Maybe
most
next
important
year.
part. That's the most important part. You loving yourself first. Too many people I see on social media are like crying and everybody loves me and they're waiting for other people to validate how they feel about themselves. They're giving everyone else all the power, you know. So that's a powerful message that you just said. You to find someone who loves you because you already do, right? Who loves you as much as you do. That's
That's
powerful.
right. That's right. So that's probably my biggest thing that I wouldn't even say it's a disappointment. It was more of a um what's the word? I need to repurpose because I believe when I created that it wasn't on the right frequency of health
Mhm.
and wellness. It was vain.
Mm,
And so that was a block, you know.
yeah.
My health and wellness extended more than just releasing the red meat. I've been seeing a hypnotherapist. I've been getting facials. I've been just doing things for my body just to learn to just relax and be
Mhm.
without the stress of I'm gonna go do this and I'm gonna go do that and I gotta get it and going getting on the scale and going crazy. So
Right.
and I'm not disappointed
Mhm.
heart wise. I'm disappointed mentally, like it's like
Mhm.
I didn't get, it wasn't a check off. And so,
Mhm.
and in my mentality, I am a checker. I'm like, I did this, I did that, I did that, I did that. And a lot of times I don't have a lot of emotions to my goals because I usually make my goals all the time because I'm not going to set a goal that I can't make.
Mhm.
I knew
Mhm.
it was feasible, but then I also reflecting now, which will probably be on my new letter, would be
Mhm.
weight will release easily because um because because it wants to, not because it needs to.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
don't need to release it to go find a man, be cute, try to shake my booty on IG. I ain't got no
Mhm.
booty anyway, but
You do have both. You do.
well, yeah, I
I've
am
seen it
seeing
before.
that.
Exactly. You're sitting on
Yeah,
something right
so
now.
I really think that it showed me where my frequencies were, where my energy level was. Did I really want it? I
Mhm.
didn't want it. I didn't want it out of push and pull. I want it out of ease and grace. I
Mhm.
want it out of ease and grace.
Mhm. Mhm.
I don't want push and pull anymore. I want
Yeah,
ease and grace.
that's a great thing. That is a great thing. No, I love it.
Well, you guys, are you ready? Because we're going to be ready. Because we're going to be writing another letter in January.
Cannot wait.
Yes. And we want you to be a part of the experience so you too can open up your letter at December 2022. Because you know what? It's going to come, regardless if we wanted to or not. December
Mhm.
22 will be here
Mhm.
before we know it in the blink of an eye. And so, what goals do you want to set? What commitments do you want for yourself? What had happened was, do you want to release? Anything, Coach Tani, you want to give our wonderful family here at Safe to Speak and all
I'm
our
just
newbies?
I am so excited to have the opportunity to share this with everyone. Like it's been so life changing for me, right? And it feels like a blessing to be able like to share it, Like sometimes people get stuff and they just want to keep it to themselves because it's so good. Like I want everybody to feel as great as I do, right? And I have this wonderful experience and I see parents being able to share this experience with their children, you know?
Oh, what a wonderful gift to give like your teenage daughter or your
Right,
teenage son.
right,
If they can
right.
write and read, I mean, as young as 10, as young as 10, and maybe even a mature 8 or 9 year old, but definitely by 10, they can write a one-page letter, even if it's just for, what they want to do,
Absolutely.
what they want to experience in the new year. You can make it as just as
Absolutely.
simple as that. What would you like to experience in the new year? Whatever
Yeah.
you write down, it can be anything you want. And parents, don't read it.
Oh my, that's the big, I'm so glad you said that's the biggest thing because this is about trust, right? And so when you do this and you write this letter to yourself, we know we wouldn't want someone else to read because so you and I have a commitment that we don't have to share what we don't want to share, right? Because it's very
Right.
personal. And my sons know, I live with my adult sons, they would never defy my trust and read something personal. And we have to, if we want us to do this as a couple, if you and your spouse, you and your partner, you and your children do this together, the biggest thing is trust, right? It's about the process of getting to know ourselves, setting up things for ourselves, expectation, learning to love ourselves and how we speak to ourselves, right? And so if you do this with your family, your partner, your friend, it's so important to respect their space and to not read it. That's really, really important.
They have their own envelope. They put it in this, they mail it to themselves and they keep it, or everybody keeps it in a secret box. No one opens it until December and everybody reads it on their own. And when they want to share, they will share, but
Mhm.
it's not a prerequisite that anybody shares their letter to anyone else. So we just
I
thank you. Oh, go ahead.
I want to tell you, I'm just really jealous suddenly. I can't say that word that you said, the you know what?
Prerequisite.
I can't say that word. I'm like, wow, she can say that word. I'm gonna put that on my damn discovery letter for next year. I'm gonna be practicing all year so I can say that shit.
Uh, well, there's plenty of vocabulary that just not fall through these lips quickly either. So, but we want to see you guys. We want to see you guys at our experience. Check
Please.
the link in the bio. Check the
Mhm.
comment section. Okay. If you're
Absolutely.
seeing this on
Absolutely.
YouTube, leave us a comment or come to IG and go to our bio. We appreciate you. We love you.
Thank you.
Coach
Bye, guys.
Coach Hunt out.
Coach Tani, out of here.